And welcome back. Now, Soy MP Honorable Kiplagat is a distressed man. Okay. This week, he found himself powerless after his phone charger was allegedly stolen within the confines of Parliament. He went on to question the security at Parliament if their gadgets are really safe. I know the question you're asking me, mbona nahitaji simu ikue on hawashikangi, by the way. It's better ikue on ndio wajue calls zenye hawatashika, because that's how you know who you are avoiding. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like I save numbers just so that I will never pick this call again. I just need to know. But anyway, so Cindy.
Yo. Now they know how we feel about, you know, us losing our votes in terms of voting in people and then not giving us the services we deserve. Now they have a bit of a taste of how we feel as electorate when we put you in power. Like Coach said previously, you're our boss. We are your bosses, and then all of a sudden you disappear. So it's a case of tit for tat. Besides, charger ningapi. See, charger at most is a G.
No.
Original.
It
charger. Okay, you guys are iPhone guys, so me I don't know. But charger si ikienda sana ni 1500.
Cindy anza kutumia vitu original.
Free money. Wait, buy another charger. It can't be a standing order.
Maybe it's like the 10th charger. You don't know. You don't. It just really got him at that point where he was overwhelmed with other things. But in case you didn't watch the clip, take a look.
I left my phone to charge. May I finish? I left my phone to charge at the lobby, but I found out that the phone was left and the charger has been taken away. So I want to maybe to seek your indulgence whether we are actually safe to leave our gadgets wherever we are in this parliament.
Thank you.
The phone.
You know, Kwach, it's like you get invited to this mansion, you know, somewhere in Karen. You assume you can leave your stuff, you know, wherever, because who here looks like they're going to steal.
You know, there was a time my phone was stolen when I was hanging out with very familiar people. I think that was the most painful. Like nikapata mimi, it was the opposite of the MP. Ni charger nilipata imehang.
I sure afadhali upate
simu, honestly.
You know, and now the MP, as Cindy was saying, now he can feel us. But he was giving me the vibes of, I don't know which schools you guys went to. But back in high school, when people akiamka kuongelelea, our verse of the day today comes from the book of John 16:12, and it says, wale wanaiba sahani za watu kwa hii class. Wale wanaiba sweaters za watu kwa locker.
Wananua shati za watu kwa hanging line.
And then they just go on and on. Then there's another term that was used in Parliament a while back. It's called filibustering. This is when you go on and on about something that does not make sense, in order to prevent people from speaking about another thing that makes sense. And it happens a lot in Parliament. That maybe this guy was going on and on because there was something else that was supposed to be spoken about that they were avoiding.
That's what I thought.
You know?
Actually, I hadn't seen that angle, but now I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Because I've seen it used especially in US politics, because those guys will delay something for a full day just so the other party doesn't get their chance to speak. But now I can see how they could be catching on. However, his surprise was a surprise to me. I'm like, do you know the people you're in those chambers with? Why are you shocked that someone will steal your charger? Let's be very honest. Those people are a reflection of kwa ground. Na kwa ground, hakuna mali unacha simu bila kuiangalia. So why would you expect that in the house of, you know, honorable members, things would be different? That's the only thing that shook me, that he was surprised. However, the filibustering angle is actually, it makes sense. There could be something he was trying to delay. At least ulipata simu. Charger,
and you know
1500 to 35.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying.
It's okay.
That's why because I genuinely thought the same thing. Why would you? And even, you know, Cindy, it's like right before the show, so something gets stolen. You want to tell me, so now we just start the show and you're like, listen, this, what? And also you can imagine like the motion that was being discussed before, or maybe, you know, like, and then you just come on to tell us about the charger. So I 100% do.
Do you remember what Sonko told us about what people do in the bathrooms in Parliament? Like, we should not be shocked at all at charger imeenda. That's the least of our worries.
I also think a lot of the MPs here are first time and they're very excited about the kind of, on realizing the kind of power they have. So they just speak for the sake of speaking without realizing that their words have weight. And
Cindy, Amanda usipato kwa hiyo list ya who are the least talkative MPs and senators and governors. I mean, yeah, on the floor of the house. So that you're not on that list.
I hope Hansard haijarekodi hiyo akiitisha charger. But also as well, I think we overestimate the ability of the people we put in power. Looking at how the criteria we use to put them in power. Like we expect more of them while we really shouldn't. We are here expecting turtles to fly.